Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Beautiful souls, today we are asking for a message that you need to hear right now. Your spirit team, your guides, your angels need to communicate something that's important for you in this moment. This is a timeless reading, although I post them every Sunday. This is a timeless reading, so you can come to it at any time. And I'm also going to check out and see how the next 7 days is panning out, and just ask whether there's anything else you need to know about for the coming week. Now, there are several ways to tune into the right pile for you. We have 3 beautiful cards. I'm going to draw some runes and a charm as well. And we will also then ask the universe. So if you're not sure about which of the piles you're tuning in with, you're just having one of those moments, or you just want to ask the universe, we will do that in a moment as well. So let me show you the cards, my beautiful souls. And firstly, actually, just to say welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. It is amazing to be tuning in with you all, connecting with you and walking with you for a little part of your journey. So, pile 1. You have the card of walnut. So this is the image, this is the card, and it's actually card number 33. That may be significant for some of you. So this is for pile 1. For pile 2, you have Mimulus, and this is card number 20. This is for pile 2. And for pile 3, you have card number 36, Wild Oat. Okay, card number 36. Now, I'm going to put these little counters out because it makes it a little bit easier for you to see the charms as I draw them. I'm going to do the charms and the runes. Then I'll leave the video running for a few moments just so you can really sit with your intuition, or in the timestamps below I will also put the pick the trust the universe, let the universe pick for you. I'll put it in a different sort of time frame as well. Okay, so let's ask for your runes first. Actually, I've got 3 coming out and it's 1 for each. So pile 1, you have the rune of fertility. Pile 2, you have the rune of, this is Anzus, signs, signals, synchronicities. And, wow, Fehu, this is the rune for pile 3. This is possessions, nourishment, ambitions, actually, sometimes satisfied. Very exciting. Now let's look at the charms as well. Pile 1, you have the horse. A little galloping horse. My apologies, the horse just fell. Right, little galloping horse for pile 1. For pile 2, you have a beautiful fairy. Isn't that gorgeous? Show you that. Okay, that's pile 2. And for pile 3, we have a Venus star, 5-pointed star. Beautiful energy, absolutely amazing. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'm going to move on in just a moment and we will find out what the universe is suggesting. But if you want to just trust your intuition, you might find yourself drawn by one of the runes, one of the charms, one of the cards. It may be more than one reading. That can often happen, but just trust that gut feeling. Trust whichever of the piles you're drawn to. I'll leave the video running for a few moments longer to give you a little bit more time, and then in a separate timestamp we'll ask the universe. So beautiful souls, I will see you either for the Trust the Universe, or I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome all of you who would like the universe to pick a pile for you. So I've logged into my website and we are literally going to press reveal my pile. Piles 1 and 2 have come through for today. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have, for your significator card, the card of walnut and the figure 33, 3-3. This little collection, this horse, and the rune of fertility, I have to say this is a really powerful combination. Really, really powerful, because walnut is about sort of freedom, liberation, going for it with confidence. And that horse is going for it. There's no question of it. We are seeing this horse feeling, the horse is moving full pelt. And the rune of fertility, this is like, well, it's the rune of fertility. It's an amazing energy. Let me just make sure that camera's focusing properly. I hope that's right for you. Right, let's draw some more cards and find out what is the immediate message for you. You have Cobra. Ooh, okay. Look at the way this is rising. Gosh, there's a sense of empowerment coming through here. Now, if any of you are in a situation where you're feeling a bit disempowered, this is an invitation to rise up and go for it. Horses are about power. We still measure engines in horsepower. Fertility, fertilize the ground for your own deliverance. Let's, I kind of feel like there's another one from this pack. I'm just going to do that. See if that is correct. Is there another card from this? Yes, there is. And you have mouse. I begin to see what's happening here. Haha. How very interesting. You have the mouse card. The cobra and the mouse. What a fantastic combination. You have conjunction, alliance. We kindly ask for an immediate message for my pile ones. What do they need to know? Spirit, what do you wish to tell them? South Node, the past. Okay. Now, I think I may draw your tarot cards before I say too much more. But. There's a timidness around mice. Mice are often associated with being a bit fearful, a bit timid. Squirreling things away or micing things away. But yeah, we've got a real paradox of energy here in a way, because the South Node is looking back. The mouse energy feels as if it's more of a quiet, retreating energy, and yet look at this alliance, this conjunction, this going for it, this moving something forwards. This is moving forwards, this is expanding, this is rising. Let's draw your tarot cards. Do you know these tarot cards are like this is the pack that I used for my very, very ever first readings here on YouTube. All those many years ago. Well, it feels like many years ago. I'm not sure how many years ago. 4 or 5 years, something like that. Wow. You have 5 of Swords and the Moon. You've got the card of Judgment. Okay. I can see where we are going with this. You have the 5 of Wands. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the World. And I think we have space for one more. Yeah. Is that one card? Yes, that is one card. You can see how well used they are. And there's your last card. You have Justice. You've got Judgment and Justice. Very different energies, and yet when they show up together, there's, gosh, it's really bringing something into light, really. It's calling you to literally to step up. Yeah, there's a complexity to your reading, actually. And yet, in some ways, your message is really straightforward, I believe. I think you are in a position to rise, to awaken, to... It's almost like you're being called to move forwards with something. And I think it is taking something into the bigger world or connecting with people in some way. And yet, for some reason, there is something around you where there is a bit of fear or anxiety. I almost want to say, what are you afraid of? That's kind of what's coming through here with the mouse. There's a timidness. It's like, what are you afraid of? We've got 2 fives. The fives very much tune in with our kind of challenges around choices, around decisions. I wonder if something has come along and either depleted your energy or put you in touch with an underlying anxiety or fear about something. With the Judgment card and the moon, I think in a way that it's like there's a spiritual message here for you. I think your guides, your angels, are asking you to view how you're feeling from the perspective of moving beyond something. So it's like if you're feeling an anxiety about something, let's say there's an opportunity in front of you, or there's a situation where you're being called to step up and you're not sure about stepping up. I mean, this really is about soaring. It's about freeing yourself from something. And so I feel like there has been some kind of a situation where there is anxiety or fear or concern about something. And your spirit team is saying, look, we've illuminated this for you. We've illuminated this fear because it actually comes from the past. And actually, they are working with you. They are aligning with you. They are working with you to move you beyond this. They're really saying to you, look, you know where you want to go. You know who you want to be. You know what kind of a world you want to create for yourself. So actually, how about stepping up and doing this? You don't have to rush at it, but I think it's it's like recognizing that kind of like you can do this. With the Cobra energy, it's kind of got this essence of learning, but learning from the teacher within, or from your higher self, or that saying where it's kind of when the pupil's ready to learn, the teacher appears. I think you are genuinely being guided in a particular direction at the moment. And whether that's just purely in your own self-development, your own personal empowerment, in some area of your life, whatever this will be, it could be an actual physical big project or something you're doing, but it could also just be your own personal growth. And let's face it, that is not a just, really, is it? Whenever we are moving forwards with something, overcoming our little fears, our anxieties, stepping up and doing it. This is all about stepping up and empowering yourself. So whatever your situation, you're being called to almost really face your fears, but you're also being shown here that someone will come and assist you. Now, it could be a guide or an angel or a group of people. There's a really strong you're not alone here energy. Even if you're feeling like you're facing something, and as I think it does press a button, remind you of the past. So something needs to end here, and your spirit team, source spirit, is saying to you, look, we've shown you that this button has been pressed so that you can move beyond it. It's time for you to soar. It's time for you to rise. Are you ready to receive the support you need to be able to move through and beyond this? If you are ready to receive the support, we will send the support to you. And for some of you, it may arrive in the form of a person or indeed a situation or a circumstance. But whatever is arriving, it's here to show you that you can do this and that things can flow forwards. There's something of a completion. Interestingly enough, with the rune of fertility, sometimes, Ingus, this rune will indicate like a completion of beginnings. So something is completing in order for you to be able to then grow and flourish and move into a space of great fertility. I'm actually going to draw some more cards. Aside from the fact that I want to look at the week ahead for you, I think your message is very much about have the courage to step up, not down. Face your fears over something. It'll be unique to you each. Maybe just a button's been pressed. It could be an underlying fear that you're living with, just looking into the world. It's a very crazy place at the moment. But you're being asked to bring yourself back into balance and recognize that you are not without power. You may be feeling disempowered, but recognize you are not without power here. And if you are ready to face your fears, Source, Spirit, your guides, aside from the fact that they are absolutely with you, 100%, I think they will send somebody to assist you, potentially as well. Could we ask a little bit more about this? And maybe how is this evolving during the week? That might give us a clue as to what else might be coming here. Wow, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, you really do have an opportunity to do something differently. It's not stepping out of your comfort zone at all, really. I feel it's more, gosh, this is a very strong man as well, this very strong figure. Look at that, like carrying a weight, but doing it successfully. This fear, anxiety, or even hesitancy. Perhaps you're anxious about how people would see you. I'm just looking at him. He looks like he's just come out of a gym. You know, if you were going to join a gym and you're anxious about how people would see you, well, actually, that's a fear that comes from some aspect of your past. It's not relevant. Face your fears. Off you go. Bring your perspectives back into balance. You have the Three of Swords. Oh, look at this. You've got the card of balance. I think right now around you, or certainly this week, let's say just this week, I'm going to use all of these three, excuse me. I think this week there will be a genuine opportunity for you, because the Ace of Pentacles does bring, it's like an opportunity, a gift, resources, energy. I think there will be a genuine opportunity to lay to rest a fear of the past that has been popping up or haunting you or getting in the way of you rising. Yeah, look at the way that this Eight of Swords, look at the way this person is there in victory, facing the three Furies. I think you have, and look at the angel standing, or the god standing just behind this figure. I think this week you overcome something. And look at this. You've got the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. These are fabulous cards. I think this week there is an opportunity for you to overcome something, a fear, an anxiety that has been getting in the way of you rising to success. Even if it's like a fear that it's not going to happen or isn't going to work, there's some anxiety or fear that is it's a residue of your past. This week, something happens. There's a new beginning. There's an opportunity here for you to put it behind you, to bring your perspectives, your life, your existence back into balance. To recognize that even if you have felt disempowered, you are not. And I think you are going to see very immediate results with the Nine of Pentacles. Very, very immediate results. If you were needing to draw a boundary around someone, for example, the moment you do and you say it and you do it, oh, wow, result. You have the King of Pentacles. I think you get an immediate result you step up and you face something and you get an immediate result coming back to you, and it's an incredibly positive result. It really, really is. So it's kind of like go for gold. Don't step down, step up. Be empowered. If this is a project, it could be something that you're working with in yourself, or it could be something that you are absolutely taking off into the world. And you may have anxieties about whether to launch it or not. This would suggest launching. Go, go, go. I mean, this is a real go for it reading. If there is a message that if we could sum up your message in 3 words, it would be go for it. Wow. Pile 1. There's an opportunity coming this week to go for it. And in doing so, you put aside, well, it kind of closes the door, doesn't it, on the past, actually. I think that's what sort of happens. When we go for it and we get an immediate result, we can very confidently put the past behind us because we've got real hard evidence on the material plane, in the material world, real hard evidence that, those concerns, those fears were unfounded. This is all about empowerment. Feather your own nest. However that is, whether it's internal or in the the externalness of your world. Pile 1, this is your reading. I'm thrilled. This is super, super exciting. It's never easy to step up if we're feeling timid or anxious. Never, ever easy. But, my goodness me, when we then do it and it's just the results are real, then wow. What's not to love? Pile 1, thank you so much for being here. I'm absolutely thrilled to be connected with all of you. Tons and tons and tons and tons of love. Thank you so much, all of you who have been signing up to my tarot course and my Manifest with the Moon seminars. Thank you, all of you who've been signing up to my free events as well, who've joined us for our collective reading. Beautiful souls, just thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon as well if you want to make sure you never miss an event that I post or a reading. Tons and tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have Mimulus. This is card number 20. If that number is significant to you, you have signs, signals, synchronicities, answers, and a fairy. This is interesting because this card can indicate overcoming a fear, which is fascinating because when we did the Pick the Universe piles, 1 and 2 came out together and there was an element of overcoming a fear in some way, shape or form in pile 1. If you were drawn to pile 1 and you were just tuning in here first, I suspect it may be worth you checking it out. But let's find out. 2 cards coming through here. We have Tiger and Hummingbird. Oh, hummingbirds are about joy. And look at that tigress, I feel we have here. Look at the energy, that fire energy coming through. Let's draw more cards before we say too much more. I feel we have 3 from this pack. You have Chiron Heal. Oh, lovely. You have second house resources. And you have Pluto Rebirth. Okay, this is rather lovely. Let me see. Let's tune in with the energy of this reading. Signs, signals, synchronicities. The tiger is very much a receptive energy, or the tigress. We have a moon here, and it's a waning crescent moon on the forehead, on the third eye of this tiger or tigress. Hummingbird is about joy. I feel there is a situation around you that is being healed. I'm rather fascinated by this because I feel like this is like you hit the jackpot or the bullseye somehow. So I need more information. I need to get more information. It's almost as though, I almost feel as though something has to heal, or maybe something is being healed for you with synchronicities, so that you can receive, so that you are open and available to receive. If you're tangled in something, or feeling hurt, or not okay, you're not available to receive whatever it is that's going to come to you, whatever abundance would be for you. I feel that something is going to be healed, or is being healed. May we get more information? Even the fairy energy is so gentle. Such a beautiful energy. I am seeing this one here. And it's that one there. We'll draw those for now and draw more in a moment. You have the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, followed by the Page. You have, gosh, look at these cards. You've got the Ace of Wands, you've got the Emperor, and you've got the Tower. That's big. Let's move these along. My apologies, my belly is rumbling. I'm going to get something to eat after these readings. Okay. Look at the Scythe with the Hermit. Yeah, I think something is being healed within you. And there is an assurance of this. The rebirth is coming. The Page of Pentacles is so full of promise. I think your primary message is that you are being healed. You are receiving a healing. You are in the space of rebirth. You are in transition right now, and the healing is taking place. There's a lot that's going on sort of almost below, what do I want to say? Under the surface, that's it. There's a lot going on under the surface in terms of healing within you. I think you may be one of those people who is receiving full-on light codes coming in. You might find that you have nights when you are a bit topsy-turvy and you're really restless and you're not sleeping. And other nights when you just sleep like a log, even longer than you would normally. And you may find that you have days when you feel very clear and very like you know what direction you're going in. And then you may have other days when you feel really discombobulated. This is because you are being not just expanded, but you're being expanded and healed at the same time. You can really grow and flourish. And this really is about being in that space of transition. It's as though your spirit team are here to assure you that even if you are feeling discombobulated, everything is happening beneath the surface to assist you. Things are being removed almost. Light codes are coming in. I think it's like you're being reconfigured. And they're actually asking you to relax into it. And also allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive the light codes. Allow yourself to receive the changes. Allow yourself to receive the joy. Be compassionate with yourself. Be compassionate with others. I want to get a bit more information about these cards here. Ace of Wands, the Emperor, the Tower. Hitting the jackpot, getting the bullseye. I can see everything here. Your message is so clear. Your guides, your angels, spirit is saying to you, however you may be feeling and whatever appearances suggest, everything is being sorted out almost down to a cellular level in order for you to receive and step up into a space of your fullest potential. I want to know a little bit more about these because this is exciting. Ace of Wands, energy. You've got the world in your hands, the Emperor sitting on top of the world. Radical changes coming. May I kindly ask for more? Okay, you've got the Page of Cups. You have the Three of Swords. and the Queen of Swords as well. Okay. You are being healed, and you're actually being healed from something as well. I think you have had experiences that left you, feeling a bit heartbroken. Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, but at the end of the day, the heartbreak is over. It's completed. It's like a grieving process where you can come out the other side. Now, there are various messages coming through, so I'll voice them. They may apply to some of you and not all. I think with the Page of Cups, this is a call for some of you to actually consider yourself and consider the fullest potential that you can be and honour it. Have the courage to be the greatest version of you and make a really clear-cut decision to put aside the hurts of the past, to step up into your prowess, into your... It's like a very feminine power. Non-gender specific. Step into your feminine power. For others, I do think you have experienced a wound. They could be slightly connected here as well, but I think you've experienced a wound by maybe somebody who was very, very narcissistic. You may have grown up in a household with somebody who was a profound narcissist. You may have come across somebody who's a profound narcissist. And I think the wounds that are in you are connected to this kind of area. So either you could never really become yourself, but of course, that's why I say they're connected. If I put my therapy hat on, the reality is if you grow up with a narcissist, no one around them is ever allowed to really be themselves. The only person who can ever have centre stage is the narcissist. So actually, for anyone, even if a narcissist has children, their children are only ever seen as in service of them. The children can't develop... It's very difficult for a child in a really narcissistic household to develop their own identity, certainly openly, to really step into their promise, because it would be a threat to the narcissist. Unless the narcissist can take sort of almost like receive validation and gratification. It's like you can succeed because you can say that you succeeded because of me kind of thing. It's a me energy. It's very interesting because in a way this is the duality coming here, irrespective of where you grew up and how that has been. This reading is inviting you to take an ownership of you and your fullest potential. And that will have been very difficult if you grew up in a narcissistic household. But this is you stepping up and seizing this fullest potential. Now, there are going to be signs, signals, synchronicities, the universe showing you things. And the purpose of being shown these things is because it's time for you to rebirth. You are most definitely, I believe, receiving quite radical sort of shifts and changes, probably very fast. I suspect that many of you will literally be feeling, one day, as I said, exhausted, you sleep like a log. Another day you're wired and you don't know, you can hardly stand still. Another day, it would almost be a bit like when you experience jet lag and you don't know which way to go or how it's going to fall. It's those same sort of experiences, but this is to do with energy. But all of this is coming to support you in stepping up into the fullest version of you. Now let's get more information about these cards. What would the fullest version of you be? Or what is coming? Can we ask about what's coming, and then we'll ask about the week ahead for you. So what is coming is you've got the Six of Cups, you have the Empress, wow, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is a dream of the past. Six of Cups, it's like a card of nostalgia, but you know what you want based on past events, and you can now bring it to fruition. I do actually think there is something quite... it would be a big dream, something you really wanted but never felt that you could fully embrace. And this could even be just your own sense of entitlement. But you are no longer needing to sort of live in the shadow of other people. You can now move forwards. you can flourish. You can really stand. It's like standing in your prime, taking full ownership of it. It's about your greatest and fullest potential, but I think it's a dream of the past, or something that you have been, I don't know, already working on. That may not be the case for some of you. It could be a brand new start to something, but I do think it is an idea or a dream that you've had and held and wanted. The reason you're being reconfigured is so that you will have all your energy fully available to bring yourself into your fullest potential and into this space of promise. And actually, whatever this is in terms of how it manifests, you are going to feel really, really good. This is a real sense. This is like your entitlement is going to come to fruition in some way. It will be personal to you. Let's ask about the week ahead. Let's bring us back into the now. Your messages are clear. You have the Knight of Cups this week. You have, how interesting, you've got the Six of Wands. Now, the Knight of Cups did come out in pile 1, but you've got the Six of Wands. This is visible success, being seen to be successful. Very exciting. Is anything else coming out for this week? Anything else that my pile 2 need to know about in terms of how the week might unfold? That's very, very interesting. You have the Four of Cups. Wow, and the Ten of Cups. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Surrounding your week, is actually a genuine energy of real success. Now, the Knight of Cups could be you proceeding with something and it reaches a point of fruition, or and visible success, or someone could be coming in to assist you in reaching that success. Ten of Cups is a card of long-term happiness. With the Four of Cups, I actually think something might be, you might find that something comes along this week that pushes you into a more visible position, or pushes something along, moves it along a little bit. And it's like synchronicities are kicking in. Now, I've said already, I think you are being upgraded with purpose. Big changes are coming in your world. I think you're going to love them. And I think this week you're going to see one of those pushes forward from the universe where in your real circumstances, it doesn't feel just like a gentle nudge. It feels like a surge of energy that can move you forwards this week. And I think that's you're going to be seen. You're going to see it rather than not being seen. You will be seen, and if there are patterns within you that you need to put down, you'll see those too. But I'm inclined to feel that there's going to be a surge forward. So whatever you are doing in your world, all of this energy aside, you're going to see a surge of success this week. And curiously enough, some of the narcissists, if you still have people in your world who have been negative towards you, or if you still have a narcissist in your world, I think you will almost like rise above them. I mean, in a way, I sort of almost want to say slightly sweet revenge, but that I don't mean it in a nasty way, because it's not nice, to be wanting revenge in any way. But there's a sweetness with the hummingbird. There is a sweetness and a joy in succeeding at something that maybe historically you wouldn't have felt you could, or that people, narcissists and people around you who wouldn't have supported you, they see you in a successful position. And I think there is something quite lovely about that, actually. There really, really is. There's something very joyous about being able to own your success. And in a way, without directly challenging somebody who would have limited your horizons, simply by succeeding, you challenge their perceptions. And as I said, it's got a slight flavour of revenge is sweet, but not in a way that harms anybody or hurts anyone. Indeed, you may feel very compassionate towards them. But the reality is, your success is visible this week in some way, shape, or form. And I think if there are still people around you who would have diminished your success, it's a bit of a kind of a finger up to them in a funny kind of way. But sit in that space of compassion, rise, shine, own your success. You absolutely deserve it. And I sort of feel there's more to come, really, which is ever so fab. Pile 2, this is your reading. This feels very evolutionary this week. Now, it is a timeless reading, so whenever you come to this, I'm just guessing that the energy around you will be very evolutionary. At the time of doing this, astrologically, this is spot on in terms of what's going on. The shifts and the changes in the planetary alignments are mind-blowing. So in a way, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that this is what's happening. But wow, what an upgrade for you. It's amazing. Pile 2, I am sending you the biggest hug ever. All the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, all of you who comment and give back through the super thanks in the comments, and all of you who've been jumping on board my free events that I've been doing. It's been amazing to connect with some of you in our collective readings and the different stuff that I am doing and going to be doing. So absolutely amazing. And thank you, all of you who've been signing up to my tarot course. That there is so much happening in my world. So thank you, all of you, for joining me and being a part of this amazing community. Pile 2, tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Wild Oat, that's card number 36, and you have Fehu, the rune of ambition, or ambition satisfied, possessions, nourishment, and Venus star. I feel like this is showing itself as a North Star, because Wild Oat is very much about looking ahead. Like, what do you want to build in the long-term future? What are your ambitions? What's your North Star? You know, it may be that this reading and your message is asking you to really step back and focus, on your ambitions, on your plans. What do you want to manifest? What is your long-term vision for you? Let's see what else we are shown before we dive in any more. But there's quite an interesting energy around you in this way. I'm seeing these two. Do you know, I think you're going to get 3. You're the only pile that's had 3. Pile 3, you have 3 from this pack. You've got the moth, you've got the lamb, and you have the cosmic egg. Wow. Okay. Let's draw some more oracle cards first. You have this one. Second house, resources, bullseye. Going for gold. And I think there's one more from this pack as well. May we kindly ask. I think this is aim and fire, actually, as well. Yeah, look at that. You've got sun, source. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, like a moth to the flame. I think your primary message may well be about kind of going for gold. Literally. It's like the energy around you, or spirit source, your spirit team are really backing you 100% to go for something that is an ambition of yours. Like literally give yourself the opportunity to be really focused on whatever your long-term ambition, dream would be. Now, I think I need to possibly draw your tarot cards to get more guidance here, but I do feel like you are being literally asked to go for gold. What is interesting is almost like the way that you go about it. because Lamb energy is very still. The cosmic energy, the cosmic egg, is a point of almost, it's a bit like the world card. It's like a point of fruition where, and it's a space of infinite possibilities. The moth is about not being too hasty. So I wonder if you are needing to receive guidance here, like your North Star. Get focused on the direction you really want. Is your energy in any way dissipated, like wild oats? When we talk about people like I'm hearing throwing caution to the wind, like when you scatter seeds and, you know, the wind could just pick them up and blow them and they might not land on the fertile ground or where you want them to be. May we kindly get more information about pile 3's message. You have the 7 of Wands. Okay, I'm seeing this and this, and this, and this, and this. We'll get some more. Actually, I am seeing that one there as well. Possibly the one on the top too, I think. Right. You have Queen of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Swords. How interesting. Look at these 2 sevens. We've got the 8 of Cups and then this card here. I don't think we're going to be able to get those in. I'm going to put this 3 of Wands. Look at this. Right, this is a turning point. Right, okay. Let's move these along so we can see them. And then we'll work out where that last card goes in a bit. Okay. This is absolutely about looking ahead and getting focused on where you want, what you want for the long-term future. It is about being ambitious. And literally in the actuality of your world, your material possessions, your home, your family, your work, the stuff, how much money do you want to earn? It's this kind of stuff. I think there genuinely is an opportunity right in front of you, actually, with this doorway. Okay. It could even be something there could be things that are distracting you, taking you away from your pathway. You're definitely being asked to get focused, but also to get still. I think what's happening is that your guides and your angels are saying, don't be too focused on the immediacy of something. You're definitely being asked to look at the longer term. Like if you've got resources available to you at the moment, how are you going to spend them? You know, are you thinking about the long-term future, or might you spend a lot of stuff on a lot of stuff and then find that what could have been a very fruitful outcome, you know, that you fall short, you don't have enough to achieve it? So there's something about being very wise with your resources here, investing wisely in things that will lead to the future that you are building. This would also be, I'm not sort of joking about this, but if you had a windfall or you had some resources that came to you, I would be guarding them quite closely. I wouldn't be letting everybody know you've got them if you had a windfall. I'd be very thoughtful. I'd be a little bit underground with what you've got. For some of you, maybe you also do have something that is going to be quite big. And keep your eyes on the end goal. I don't know but keep it to yourself. I don't know if it's time yet. Yes, don't be too impulsive. Don't be too hasty. There's definitely something here about not moving too fast with something. Even though it's go for gold, you don't want to put it out there too quickly. You might want to do a bit more work on it first. Keep your focus. It could be that you're doing something in a quite competitive world. But for you to really claim your place in the world, in whatever this is, for you to bring this forth, this space of infinite possibility, I think you need to keep the end goal, the big ambition in mind, but not be sharing it too quickly. Sometimes the energy can dissipate. If you've got an amazing idea, but you talk to lots of people, it loses all its energy and it loses all its power. And you can feel almost depleted yourself. There's something here about not being too hasty about the way you move, and yet really, really holding that end vision, that end goal. Even if you feel like you want to move it forwards quickly because maybe you need the money or you need the success from something, I'd be really thoughtful about don't push something forward too quick. There'll be a turning point with the Three of Wands. You'll get the reward. You'll find your place in the world. You'll get the reward and you'll get the recognition. Even if you're operating in or heading, your ambition takes you in a direction that is quite competitive. Quite a competitive world. I think you have a long-term vision that is absolutely worthy of bringing forth. But yeah, don't rush ahead to launch it too quickly or to take it forward too quickly. Build it carefully, slowly, solidly. And then you can launch it. Hold the end goal. I think it's going to be amazing. Don't let go of your ambitions, but keep it under wraps, just for the time being. You know, keep the end goal in wraps. There's a few things to be sort of worked through before you arrive at that end goal. Let's draw more cards. Let's find out about the week ahead, see what else we're shown and how much guidance comes through in the week ahead. You have the moon. Yeah, I think maybe doing a bit of reflection, a little bit of soul searching. Well, not exactly, you know, bit of reflection, bit of contemplation. Yeah, that's where you're going to find the right ideas. You've got the Ace of Swords. There are two cards. Isn't it interesting that there's a card hidden beneath it? And look what it is. It's the card of Justice. So yeah, I think that it's being suggested by your guides that this week you would benefit from being very, very, very reflective. I think intuitively I think you know that you're onto something. You've got an idea. You've got something that you want to do. And honestly, this is a go for gold. It really is. But for you to know how to proceed, just get still. Sort of do a bit of a deep dive. With justice, it may be for you to receive your just rewards. You need to not be rushing ahead with something. If there's any situation in your world where you're feeling a bit impulsive, like you want to rush for it, the reading is actually suggesting that you don't. Take your time, look a little deeper, look beneath the surface, look at what's going on here. Think about what the outcome is that you want, and then look beneath the surface. What is actually being shown to you? Yeah, Five of Cups. How interesting, because this is about revealing something, seeing something, and something being revealed. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is fascinating. So we have this overall energy. Let me kind of try and summarize pile 3. We have this overall energy of go for gold. And I think that's really, really clear. Follow your North Star. Ambition. Be ambitious. Hold big ambitions, because they can really come to fruition. But don't share them too quickly. I think something this week may well be revealed to you, but for you to hear it, see it, receive it, it's a very useful piece of news. It's going to help you move forwards. But for you to see it, receive it, you kind of need to be in a place where you're still enough and present enough. If you rush forwards too quickly with something, then it could even be an opportunity lost. So I think you're being there's quite clear advice and guidance. Obviously, no reading tells you what to do. You have conscious free will and choice. But I think your guides are saying to you, just you're going to get what you desire. Most definitely with the Ten of Pentacles. But don't be rushing right now, this week. Do not be rushing right now in the immediacy of you finding this reading. Use the energy right now to be very focused on where you want to go and sort of percolate a bit. Things will become very clear to you, and indeed I think some piece of information may become apparent this week. Something will be brought to light that will perhaps affect your long-term vision. It will change. I don't think it changes your long-term vision, but it might change the route that you take to get there. It could even be that resources come to you, in which case you would take a different approach. You know, if you had a timetable, you were working your socks off, trying to push something out into the world really quickly, and then you get a windfall. So you don't need to push anymore. But you still hold the end goal that's going to be amazing in mind. It's worth persevering. You know, something's coming to light this week. That's what I'm seeing. And it will change the way that you achieve the end goal. Gosh, your messages are fascinating. Pile 3, I'm actually just going to draw a few more cards just to follow this through and see whether we can get a bit of a sneaky peek as to where this might be going for you. Wow, Ace of Cups. Well, this is joyous. I mean, this is like a new, fresh beginning. So I think you might find you have a fresh approach to something. And therefore, it is absolutely the best thing in the world to not rush with it, but also do not let go of your vision. Whatever's revealed to you, it's going to create that space of, gosh, infinite possibilities. I think there's going to be a different route to get to your end goal, and I think this week something will be revealed to help you, which is why it's not a good idea to rush forwards immediately. Pile 3, this is your reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I'm really honoured to be reading for you. Thank you all of you who give back through the super thanks, and thank you all for commenting, and thank you for being here, and thank you all of you who've been jumping on board my tarot course or my seminars, and who are planning to join me for some of the free events that I'm doing. There is a ton of stuff happening in the Moon Magic world at the moment. So if you want to make sure you never miss an event or an upload or a reading of any sort, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. I am sending you all the love in the world. Tons of love.